Kean Carter, as you have heard, has extensive experience in national security. He served as the Deputy Secretary of Defense from October 2011 to December 2013. He joined the Defense Department in the 1980s, focusing primarily on missile defense and nuclear weapons and the conversion after the Cold War. Carter has been awarded the Department of Defense Distinguished Service Medal 4 times. For more on his qualifications, let's bring in retired 4-star General Jack Kean, a Fox News military analyst and chairman of the Institute for the Study of War. Jack, good morning. Good to have you here.
Good morning.
So I know you think this is a fairly safe choice, but a fairly good one, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a safe, non-controversial pick. He's got years of experience with the Pentagon and 2 administrations. You know, I know him on a personal level. He's very thoughtful and approachable. The generals know him. Some of the new ones that are in key positions will get to know him pretty quickly because he is that approachable. But the fact of the matter is he's got huge challenges in front of him. As Eric mentioned, this is the 4th Secretary of Defense in 6 years. The fact of the matter is that a lot of military strategy, not policy, but strategy and how we do things is driven from the White House. And that is quite unprecedented, and I don't believe he'll be able to change that.
Yeah, I mean, when you look back at the history in this administration, through Gates and Panetta and then Hagel, each one has expressed some very strong disgruntlement of a sitting president, essentially. I mean, Hagel not quite so much as the other 2 who have written books and been very outspoken. So he walks into a situation where the Pentagon has basically said, look, you know, our defense policy is being run by a small circle within the White House, and you don't have a whole lot of power as the head of the Pentagon.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact of the matter is that the power of the Secretary of Defense has been reduced in this administration, and it is the department that the White House has more controversy with than any single agency or department that it supervises. And he will be challenged in this area. I think what the senior uniform leaders are hoping is that because of how he operates, because of his thoughtfulness and the power of his mind, that he will be more persuasive with the White House technocrats, so to speak, and be able to influence military strategy and policy much better than his predecessor was able to do.
So when he's in that hearing, no doubt, he is going to get questions on his own perspective on how to beat ISIS. The president has said he wants to degrade and destroy this horrible, brutal terrorist group. So how do you think he's going to come down on that, General?
I think he's going to support the president's strategy and saying that he'll also be taking a close look at it himself as he gets more involved in it. So it gives him a little bit of space. But clearly, that's job one. They're going to push that hard because many in the Congress, and I would agree with this, is that this strategy in its current form in Syria and in Iraq is likely to fail unless we make some changes. He's going to be pushed hard about Afghanistan. Given what we've learned about Iraq and pulling the troops out, our plans are to pull those troops out at the end of 2016. He'll be asked questions about that, if that's the right thing to do. I believe Ashraf Ghani, the new president, probably in 2015 will make a request of this president to leave those forces in place. So he'll have a lot on his plate. And also, there's great concern about the downsizing of the United States military and its capabilities. And many members of Congress certainly will be asking him questions about that and where does he stand on it.
It's a serious, important position in very heady and weighty times for our country. General Jack Kean, thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Good talking to you, Martha.
You too.